In that regard, I would ask that the leader would have asked for this before, that we would have a debate on this in this House with regard to that issue. And I must make reference to the report yesterday by the BAI, which condemned the Ray D'Arcy show on Radio 1, on RTE, our national broadcaster. I heard the interview with Colin O'Gorman from Amnesty, and it was chilling, the cynicism and the cold-blooded intent of killing unborn babies. And I think it's not good enough for our national broadcaster. And I would ask people who are involved in pro-life, who are in pro-life organisations, I would ask those maybe who are of a pro-life disposition that perhaps it's time for us to get together and refuse to pay our RTE licence fee. Certainly, it would not be my intention that the pro-abortion, pro-killing of unborn babies policy, which is endemic in RTE, would be allowed to continue. And particularly that we're funding the overpaid salaries. You're talking about people around $400,000 or $500,000 a year for jobs which really don't require a great deal of qualifications. So I am asking that we have a debate in this House on the lack of impartiality and balance within our national broadcaster. And maybe it's time to come to dismantle the national broadcaster. We don't need the range of radio and television stations that they're actually promoting at present at significant cost to the taxpayers who are supporting them.
Leader, it is a very serious issue that the Broadcasting Authority of Ireland has found that the RTE Ray D'Arcy show is biased in favour of abortion. This is a disgrace. This is a disgrace. This is our public broadcaster. We all pay a licence fee. This is not a private channel. My question to you, Leader, is what is the sanction now against this show? What balance will be brought to bear? And I will absolutely give no time to snide comments from any side of the House that's in favour of taking the life of an unborn child. Because don't bother standing up, Senator, because truly we're so used to you popping up and down to defend the indefensible, to be in favour of the killing of the unborn child. Shame A. Shame A.
Senator, have you a question for the leader?
Can we have a respectful? May I ask what else is abortion? But it's the taking or the killing of the life of the unborn child.
I have a question for the leader.
My question is, and I will repeat it, is what sanction now will be put upon this show to ensure that there is fairness
Could I just say
and
finally,
balance?
Senator Healy-Eames should not have to run the gauntlet for making the very simple point that there should be accountability when a public service funded broadcaster is showing bias on a life and death issue. And I would remind colleagues in the Labour Party and elsewhere who get very exercised, for example, about the fact that religious ideas and values are communicated in state-funded schools, even though that happens with the will of those parents and even though other schools are also funded. Where is the consistency? If you only object to bias when it upsets yourselves in your own point of view, you're no real Democrat. You go on like harpies every time somebody calls for simple fairness. Could we ask?
Let's use respect.
The point of order.
Excuse me, Senator Healy. I've got my feet
first. On a point of order,
is it appropriate to use words like harpies? Is this what Senator Mullen means by reasoned and respectful debate? He's always prating about calling people harpies. How respectful is that, Senator Mullen?
On a point of order. Do you ever notice the pattern that whenever the issue of life is raised, that Senator Batchik always pops up to stop the debate?
It's not a point of order.
We want fairness in this House, not bullying from the Labour Party or Senator Batchik. Thank you.
Senator Mullen,
you're the bully.
Senator Walsh, a point of order.
Could somebody please give Senator Batchik some treatment for
please,
haemorrhoids?
Resume your seat. That's not a point of order. Senator Mullen, you're way over time. Senator Noon. Senator Noon. Senator Noon.
I think that's a pretty low comment from Senator Walsh.
Senator Norris, you have spoken.
I think you should rebuke
Senator
Senator
Norris,
Walsh.
you have spoken already.
I think you should rebuke Senator Walsh for his comments about haemorrhoids.
resume your seat,
It doesn't suit well with the dignity of this House.
Resume your seat. Senator Mullen, resume your seat. Resume your seat.
Can I just...
Senator, resume your seat.
I was interrupted, Kylie. All I ask you is for a concluding 2 sentences since I was heckled by Senator Patrick, Senator Norton and a whole lot of others. All I'm saying is, Kylie, can I conclude by saying...
resume your seat.
Can I conclude by saying, Kylie, I try not to heckle people in this House.
Resume your seat, please. Senator Noon.
I don't misuse the point of order the way Senator Patrick and others constantly do because they want to close down debate. I'm only saying, Kylie, and I didn't call anybody in particular by that term, but I would call on people just to show basic manners. And if they have to be called out for bad behaviour, somebody has to do it sometime.
I have no respect for the chair either. Senator Noon.